Hello there, and welcome to the Our Time Film Podcast, where we talk film, TV, games, and all that jazz like there's no tomorrow. This week we're talking about Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. My name is Tom, and as always, I'm joined with my co-host John.
Hi.
Oh, the pain! We've only done the first one, but I'm already so tired of this franchise. Having done the second one, I'm just like, oh god, there's three more. There's three more coming.
How is this worse than watching the Fast and Furious, the first two?
Because they were at least funny. This isn't this. I don't garner much enjoyment out of this.
I did not enjoy this at all. This was just horrendous. This was just like, you haven't watched this for a while. You thought, oh, that's a good film, and you haven't watched it for 5 years. There's a lot of things I forgot. There's so much wasted potential in this film with the actors and the editing. Right, we'll get into it now. Before I rant about it.
Well, first of all, spoilers ahead. So if you haven't seen it, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. But if you're intending to watch it, you might as well watch it before. I was always I loved this film when it came out. I ascended in the cinema. I loved it so much. And everyone else didn't. And I've defended this for so long. And only last night when I revisited this film, I was like, oh, it's not good. No.
I remember you liking this film. I was like, it's all right. It's decent. It's good.
It's a masterpiece.
I remember you saying that. And then you were talking about the best bits with the only character that shows up for 2 scenes, the immortal alchemist.
Nicholas Flamel. Hell yeah. I mean, he's basically fan service. It's funny that he talks about being immortal, and that's just because he's fan service. I generally so, as you know from the last video on Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I was quite positive about that film. It's not perfect, but I think it's so much better than this one. And pretty much most of the things that were good about that film, just not here. I want to talk about last time I made a joke about that film basically being Fantastic Beige and Where to Find Them. Well, this film is Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. This film is so grey, and I just David Yates. I don't get it. He directed really, really well out of Order of Phoenix, and pretty well out of the other 3, but just
really?
Yeah, he directed those 3.
Oh,
the final 4 Harry Potter films are all him, and then obviously the Fantasy Beasts films. And I just think there's no visual style in this. There's a couple of shots which are quite cool, but everything feels so artificial and shot on a green screen. It's painful.
It is painful. Like when Queenie's on that elevator.
Oh yeah, no.
I just feel like the CGI just seething through its broken green screen, and it's just okay, this is the film. And the editing is just horrendous in this. It's just you're trying to watch a film, but there's one guy in the cinema just being really loud at something. You're just trying to watch the film, but then once you're trying to shush the guy, shh, I'm trying to watch the film, you miss 500 minutes of the film, and it's oh, okay, we're here now. And God, it's just so inconsistent.
It doesn't show anyone get anywhere. So there's a moment when Newt, Jacob, and Tina are just escaped from the little prison that they're in, and then they hear the Zawu making a ruckus outside, and then it cuts to them there. It doesn't show them leaving. They're just there. And it's later on when we get the whole scene in the graveyard, in the tomb, should I say, when they go into Grindelwald's rally, Jacob's just there. It doesn't show people just appear places, and the editing misses really important chunks of continuity. And it's ridiculous.
This was just me last night. I was just watching. I was okay, but how do we? But I do remember this bit, and there was some bits that was so jarring and useless. There was one bit that was a bit useless, was showing the whole past in Hogwarts. Oh, it's only a fear and everything. That's a good bit, but it was just so out of place with everything. And the continuity with Newt and Jacob trying to find Queenie or Credence. It's a bit weird with that motivation.
Yeah. There's so much going on, and the narrative just jumps around so much. We're in Paris, and then it just jumps across to Hogwarts, with this really kind of like nostalgic. They play Hedwig's theme. They show Hogwarts with this sweeping shot, and they're like, "Hey, everyone, look, it's Hogwarts. You like Hogwarts, right?" And yes,
It's Albus Dumbledore.
yeah, woo! Like 4 years ago when I watched this, I loved that scene, but now I just feel nothing. But I have to say though, I think Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore, great performance. He has that twinkle in his eye. He embodies the best parts of both Dumbledores, and he fits right in. And whenever he is on screen, the film is at its best.
Yeah, that's only the best bit I found is just Dumbledore, and that's it. Just like helping you trying to defeat Grindelwald or trying to stop Credence. I don't know what was the motivation there.
He can't move against Grindelwald because they made a blood pact, which means that they can't fight each other or whatever.
There was another annoying bit without the the blood pact. Later on I'll talk about that. That one was really annoying.
Oh, I know what it is. Is it the fact that the Niffler survived?
Yes, and got the blood pact.
How? I'm sorry. It literally it shows the Niffler go.
It's the most laziest thing that you can think of. Like, oh yeah, the Niffler. We can use him, to steal the blood pact. No, that's the worst thing you can do. I'm sorry, that there could be like a really cool battle, like trying to fight Grindelwald, and then the blood pact could go, flying in the air somewhere, and that'd be really good. But no, the Niffler takes.
I want to point out at the end, I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that the fire that Grindelwald summons is called Fiend Fire, which in the books, might I add, and also in the Harry Potter films, it destroys the whole of the Room of Requirement. And in the books, it's one of the only things that can destroy a Horcrux. And the Niffler what?
Wait,
how does a Niffler, a Horcrux, something that you can only destroy with basilisk venom or fiend fire, and you're telling me a Niffler is that it comes out basically unscathed? It still has most of its fur. It's limping a little bit. Like what?
Listen, Tom. J.K. Rowling loves the Niffler.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I just don't get it. Okay, so this whole thing is about Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, okay, that's cool with the Zawu and with the other beasts, but it just takes away one of the most like darkest bits of the films. Like there's gonna be another war, and it's like takes away like a lot of things from that, and it's so underwhelming with Grindelwald. I mean, at the beginning, it's kind of cool what they did.
The beginning chase sequence is just, it's so weird. Like
it's so weird.
We're taking this minor, like extremely minor character from Fantastic Beasts, the first one, and then like they can like shapeshift, and we've got this really, really awkwardly shot, like the chase sequence. In essence, the idea of it is cool, but it's shot so badly. It's all horrific CGI. The editing is all over the place. The only good thing, now this is across the whole film, the score is so good. Like still, the score is amazing, and I don't really know why.
Yeah, and the score, I don't know why this was the bit. Oh, Tina, your eyes are like salamanders.
Salamanders.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
No,
yeah, I agree.
But the piano,
the
so piano, that is really cool. That like
beautiful.
how beautiful. But the worst dialogue. There's so many bad dialogues in this film. Okay, there's another bit where Johnny Depp's character Grindelwald just like leaves the tomb and just goes, "Hey, Paris."
that was so random. It was like, okay, so we've just had this horrible, really traumatic scene where Queenie has left, Credence left, Lita has just died, and the heroes are left broken, and we just get this really odd bit of comedy where Grindelwald just goes, "I hate Paris." It's like, what? It's honestly the comedy in this film is so bad. Like
it is so bad.
We've genuinely got some good, like Jacob is funny in the first one. Here, there's one bit where he actually made me laugh. And it wasn't like, it's just,
wait. Was it the bit? The stick figure. Yeah, he opens the door and then Jacob's like laughing so hard about it. Like, he opened the door. That just made me laugh, and that was it. Just him just laughing at that stick figure.
What are you? Oh, yeah, the picket. No, oh yeah, the laughing.
Picket.
No, I mean when when they pull the parasite out from Yusuf's eye,
Yeah.
and they and they have it like they have like this kind of like tentacle thing in the tweezers, and Newt's like, hold this, Jacob. Jacob holds it. He just goes calamari. Like what? 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 Just this random bit where he just goes calamari. It's just so weird.
Calamari.
It's so odd.
Okay, another odd thing throughout the film was Queenie. This is really weird because 5 years ago, I thought, wow, this is really dramatic for Queenie. Like, I didn't understand the bit what was going on with Queenie. But now, standing here, I realized what the heck is wrong with this whole character arc with Queenie. So throughout the film, like at the beginning, it's so bizarre. Like, she's like, oh, Jacob's in love with me. He's like, doing some... we're getting married. Yeah, we're getting married. and then there's like this messed up bit. It's messed up. Like she's controlling Jacob. Like, hey, darling, we're gonna get married. No, sweetheart, we're gonna get married. And then it's like, no, you're calling me crazy. Don't follow me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She leaves. She leaves because he calls her crazy. That's it. Are you kidding me? I mean, like,
it's so
come on.
stupid.
Come on.
It's so stupid. And then, right, the worst
Who's
bit.
who is offended by that? People call me crazy. I do not care. Who gets offended at being called crazy? Seriously, come on.
Okay, here's another bit that I found really weird with Queenie. Like, okay, another stupid bit. Like, oh no, he called me crazy. And then she goes to Paris, and then she finds Jacob again. And there's this bizarre. I'm gonna keep saying bizarre. There's another bizarre bit where she just runs through the entire city, and then she finds Jacob in Paris somehow, just walking around. And then she won.
Paris is a very small city, actually.
And then she loses Jacob, and then she gets in a breakdown, just like, no, that's so random.
Yeah, I just don't understand why they brought back Queenie and Jacob at all. It's so, it's just really, but they just show up out of the blue. And then, like, immediately he's like, "Oh,
back, baby!" Like that.
I've got my memories back." It's like, great, okay, sure. All the dramatic tension from the beautiful ending of the first film gone, just like that.
Ruined.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Snap.
But still, it's not good. Like, it just doesn't. Just the whole thing is just madness. They really don't need to be here. And Queenie's whole arc is like when Grindelwald comes into the place and she points her wand at him. Why wouldn't you just stun him or kill him or just leave? Yeah. I wouldn't listen to him for a single second.
Me, bro, I could take my influence on like, oh, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
exactly.
But, okay, the weird motivation for this was like, I can't find love anymore. And then Grindelwald was like, hey, how about you love freely? You can love really freely right now. And then, do some, follow me and everything. And like, okay. And that's it.
Yeah, as if Grindelwald doesn't want to kill all the Muggles. He literally makes a speech where he's like, the Muggles are going to make war, we're going to kill him.
I was laughing about that. Like, oh, we're not going to kill all the Muggles. No, we're not going to do that. And he finds a child in the room.
Oh my god. Oh.
And then he just kills him. He just kills the child.
They killed 2 children in this film. 2. What is going on?
Oh my god. I just remembered another bit that just was so random. Right. So, when Credence, a very underwhelming character throughout the film.
Oh yeah, he does nothing. He spends the whole time like, who am I? Who am I?
Who am I?
Just like,
where's my mother? And then, oh my god, they find this maid.
Yeah, I guess so. She was like, yeah, she was a maid. Yeah.
Oh, you little boy.
You're a beautiful man. It's like, okay, you're a beautiful baby.
And then
you're
she
a beautiful
dies.
Man. Yeah. Oh, that weird bounty hunter character who literally. Okay, so at the beginning of the film, Newt goes to the Ministry of Magic And he comes and he's like, hello. And Newt's like, oh, I hate this guy. And then he pops up again, attacks Credence, speaks Grindelwald, and that's it. We don't get anything about who he is. Like, he has those 3 scenes, and then that is it. Why is he even there? This film has so much going on. It needs at least half of the plot lines to be removed.
Nowhere. It goes nowhere. I'm telling you, this film goes nowhere. It's
all set up. It's all set up. I mean, like, we just, like, even at the end, the ending is just set up for the next one. Like, hey, Credence, you're actually Dumbledore. Okay, see you in the 3rd one. It's just like, what is... Oh my God. But I have to say, I am genuinely kind of intrigued about the 3rd film, because the best scenes in this film are the scenes with Dumbledore and a couple of the scenes of Grindelwald. Like, whenever the film is being dark and exploring, like, the relationship between these 2 people, that is the best part of the film. And the idea that we're going to get to see them, even though it's not Johnny Depp, it'll be Mads Mikkelsen, to get to see them interact, that is intriguing to me, because I think the Dumbledore scenes in this were really good.
I agree. Yeah, there was some bits that were really good, talking about his past and, with Grindelwald and that mirror, that mirror, like it looks through and about their past and everything.
The mirror of Erised.
Yeah, the mirror of Erised. There we go. I keep forgetting a lot of stuff about Harry Potter.
That's okay. Yeah. That's why I'm here. But no, that was
the Harry Potter nerd. Anyway.
Wow. All right. Okay.
Wow.
I see how it is.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
Judgment. But no, I think that the scene in the mirror of Erised is one of the best scenes of the film, because, it really, without any words, it shows you exactly, the relationship. Well, not exactly, canonically, their relationship is much more intimate. And I don't know if the films will actually go into the queerness of it, but whether it does or not, I think that scene is really good at displaying what is it like. And there is a specific trailer for Secrets of Dumbledore where Dumbledore and Grindelwald are talking at a cafe, and oh my God, it's like Heat. It looks great. Like, genuinely, it could be really cool if done right. And I'm not saying that Fantasy Beasts 3 is going to be like Heat, because that would be...
It's not going to be like Heat, Tom.
It's not going to be as good as Heat. I'm really sorry. That's not possible.
Wait, have you seen Heat?
I have seen Heat. Yeah, you recommended it to me, so I watched it, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
Yeah, very good, very good.
It's a masterpiece, baby.
Yeah, if the film does that, I mean, that'd be good. But no, it's not going to be like that, because it's the Wizarding World, Tom. It'll spellbound you.
We've still got 3 more of these. God damn it! Can we talk about how wasted Zoe Kravitz is as Lita Lestrange?
Oh my God! Right, when I was watching this last night, I was like, I wonder what the cast is like. And then Zoe Kravitz comes out. I was like, holy crap! It's Zoe Kravitz. Oh yeah, she might be really good in the film. Oh, I love her. She's great in the Batman and the other films that I watched her with her. She's great. But no, she's wasted potential here.
It's going to be okay, John. It's going to be okay. The weirdest bit is that at the end, Grindelwald is like, join me. And then she takes his hand and then he lets go. And then she points her wand at him. I want to stress that she fires 2 shots, maybe just 1 shot. I think it's 2. And then she just stands there and lets him kill her. What is even her point in the narrative? Like, she has this whole thing where she's grappling. She's an interesting character. Zoe Kravitz plays her so well, and she's grappling with this whole thing. There is this kind of maybe love triangle going on. You've got this whole thing where she's killed her brother and she feels guilty about it. All these things that they're exploring, and they kill her just like that. And the film doesn't even really relish in that emotion. It's like, what is the point? Like, genuinely, why is she even here? If we're just going to kill her so soon, it could have been so interesting.
Oh my God. And then the really, really awkward backstory. It was such a dark backstory about, like, he was the guy who had a feather in the hat.
Yusuf Kama.
Yeah, Yusuf Kama. Another underwhelming character.
Oh my God. Yeah. What does he do? He does nothing.
Later, she explains another backstory. And then Queen's like, who am I? Am I Corvus Lestrange? No, you're not Corvus Lestrange. And then Lita's like, I swapped babies on the ship and then get the annoying one out and then died.
Woo!
On the ship.
We killed another
Um,
baby, everyone. Let's go. It's so
wow.
because at one point you'll be having that, and then the next point you've got like jokes. It's so tonally inconsistent, even more so than the first
It
film.
is.
And I want to
Yeah.
point out as well that in the next scene, we see Grindelwald show everyone his his vision of the future. We see the images of World War II, of the Holocaust, of the atomic bomb, and Grindelwald wants to stop this. So are you telling me that the bad guy wants to prevent World War II and we're supposed to be rooting against him? Why would anyone want to stop him from stopping World War II?
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
he wants to stop mass genocide. What?
Yeah.
That's a good
I
thing. Like what
That's
how
a good thing.
what?
Okay, so God, this film is awful. Like giving like really bad character motivations. Not for Grindelwald, because Grindelwald's motivation is just like really good about like what you want to do, stopping another war against the Muggles. But everything else, like Grindelwald, another underwhelming character. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah, like he's a really good character that I think that throughout the film, like he's really good. But then he's not really there. He's only there for like 3 or 4 scenes, and that's it.
Yeah, it's just like okay, first of all, why does he look like that? I'm sorry, we didn't really talk about it last week, but why does he
His
look
eye.
so weird? It's just like
Why? Why?
in the
What
next
about his
one,
eye? Why
yeah,
is his
right. It's
eye
like
like that?
in the next one, Mads Mikkelsen just looks like Mads Mikkelsen. And I have to say, the villain doesn't have to look like what he looks like to be terrifying. I don't know why they made him look like that. It was just weird. But I think that his performance is so strange because he spends so much of it whispering at people really close. He's like, your real name is Aurelius Dumbledore. I just don't think he's scary. I think Colin Farrell as Graves was much more terrifying in the first film. And that's just disappointing, really. It's pretty underwhelming, you're right. And that whole thing, I just don't even know. Like the whole speech that he makes, what's the point of it? What are you telling us here? Are you telling us why he's a bad person? Because all he does is say, hey, I actually like the Muggles. I want us to live with them. I also want to
Uh,
stop World War II, and we're not violent. Like he doesn't
uh,
actually do it until everyone leaves. So what is the
um,
point of that whole speech?
can I say something?
Go for it.
Why is he called Crimes of Grindelwald?
I don't know. I really don't
Why
know.
is it called Crimes of Grindelwald? What did he do exactly? I mean, he killed people, I guess.
Yeah, we don't really see that many crimes, do we? And all the crimes,
No.
like his servants do more crimes than he does. Like when they enter the thing and they kill the child, he doesn't kill the child. Some rando kills the child. It just, yeah, it's definitely a whole thing. This film has so much going on. We also have Newt's brother, Theseus, who is not a character.
Ah,
He's just
the ship
there.
of Theseus. The ship of Theseus. Do you remember that from One Division?
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, like
Um,
he doesn't like
Theseus.
the scene where they break into the ministry and Newt and Tina take out Theseus. They tie him up in a chair and lock him in a cupboard. And then we don't see him again until he arrives at the graveyard. Does he just stay in the cupboard for like 3 hours? Just in the cupboard,
We will
like,
never
hey,
know. We will
help.
never
Like,
know, Tom.
oh, it's just there's actually an extended cut of this film, which adds a
There
couple of
is.
scenes in. Yeah, and I have to say, there's actually a scene of Theseus and Lita at a ball, and it's a great scene. I have no idea why they cut it. Like,
Wait,
it shows them actually having a relationship, and it shows the wizarding world kind of resenting Lita, and it's actually really good.
oh, what?
Yeah,
Why did they cut it out?
I don't know.
God, the decisions on this film is just horrendous. Like the music and Albus Dumbledore is only the best bits that I could think about
Yeah.
this.
I tell you what,
Um,
that like I was genuinely getting chills at the end because the music was that good. I was thinking about how stupid the plot was, but I was getting chills because the music is so like when Queenie walks into the fire, the music is literally also on fire. It goes so hard, and I really do love it. And I'm so happy that James Newton Howard didn't ditch the franchise, and he's going to continue with the third one because
oh my
at this
God,
point he's like the best part. And
he's carrying
like,
it. He's carrying it with
yeah.
his shoulders. His shoulders must be hurting right
Really,
now.
those are tired. At the end, when Nicholas Flamel arrives, it's so cool when he comes and there's that little musical sting. I just think it's amazing, and I really don't like
Right.
like he puts so much effort in.
Yeah. Another bit was like you just came like a lot later into the film, just like at the beginning we see him the first time, and he just runs over to that little orb, like
Oh
predicts the
my
future.
God, why that was such a bad joke.
And then he was winning. He was winning, Tom. He was just like winning like this and doing just like on the spot. And then when he came later, I was like, bloody hell, that took you a long time to get over here.
He just ran all the way across Paris, just there, just like, just like all the way across. Like, oh my God.
Oh, that's that immortal alchemist. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, I've had aces for 300 years.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know.
opens a book and he speaks to somebody who's just there. Like, I think the person who he speaks to in the book is going to be in the next one. But why is they? The ending is so underwhelming. Like again, the
Yes.
music is great, but it's just everyone stands there and points their wands at a load of fire. It's like, really? Is this really what we're gonna do? Like, is this the best you can come up with? I mean, sure, I guess so.
Okay, so the whole bit with Newt and Theseus, the development was weird. It was just hugging. It was just hugging. Hey, we're gonna hug now.
Yeah, it's just like they try to make this whole arc for Newt where he hasn't chosen a side, and by the end he chooses a side. Like, no, he has definitely chosen a side at the beginning because he doesn't like Grindelwald. Like that's never in question, but they just kind of decide to make this his arc, and it's just, as I said last week, there is no point to continue Newt, Tina, Queenie, or Jacob's stories. Leave it. Just leave it. Like, genuinely, if this was a film about Theseus and Lita, that would be so much more interesting. Yeah, you can keep Credence, you can keep Grindelwald, you can keep Dumbledore, keep everyone else, but just the fact that it's centered around Newt and those other characters, it just doesn't work. They have no reason to be there.
Oh yeah, Tina, another undervalued character.
She just kind of
Wait,
shows up and is
who
pissed at Newt.
who is even the main character throughout the film?
The Niffler.
Yeah. Wait, let's talk about that. Like how well we did, but Niffler, like, and the Beast. Wait, we haven't even talked about the Beast. That's the weird part.
I don't.
It's Fantastic Beasts, Tom. It's Fantastic
It's
Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts. Why are they clinging on to this whole beasts thing? I don't even know. There's literally
It's
no
so
point.
jarring. I forgot about the one character who looks after the Beast, Bunty.
Bunty. She's gonna be in the new one. Why?
No, you're kidding
Yes.
me.
No, she's in all the trailers.
No,
God,
you're
it's
kidding
so
me,
bad.
right?
No,
You're
I don't
kidding-
even know. I don't even know why, man. I don't
No,
even know.
I forgot about I forgot.
Oh.
Bunty. Wow, what a great name, Bunty. I don't know why she's just there, just like, I'm just gonna help feed all the beasts. And there was the
Yeah.
kelp one. There was the kelp one.
Yeah, the Kelpie. Yeah, it's
Kelpie.
that whole sequence. Like, the idea of it, Newt's got a suitcase and then we expand that with the basement. It's a cool idea, but it looks boring, and it's just it's just there to establish Bunty as a character who is literally, but she's only in that scene. We're just setting her up for the later films. Doesn't make any sense. Also, she has a weird crush on Newt. She's like, hey, why don't you take your shirt off? And it's like, oh, all right. I don't want to see any
right,
Redmayne take his shirt off.
Steady on.
It's like, I don't want to see that, thanks. I want to.
No,
I want to watch
weird.
Grindelwald do some crimes. What about the scene with the baby Nifflers? And there's that really weird editing choice where one of the Nifflers is opening a cork, and it opens, and he like flies past Newt and past the camera in slow motion. Why? Why? I don't even know why.
I think they're trying to sell the Nifflers on merchandise.
Oh,
if you think about it.
100%. 100% they are. Not a doubt in my mind about that. Yeah, that's definitely what they're doing.
Yeah, I just don't understand this film at all. Like, okay, so the whole bit with like Grindelwald, that's a great bit, like him explaining about what's going to happen with the Muggles and with everything that's going to happen, but like the next war. So yeah, but now the next film is going to be weird because everyone's fighting against the guy who's trying to stop a war.
Yeah. Well, he says in the trailers, and this is in every trailer, he says, our war with the Muggles starts today. So wait, he does want to kill Muggles.
He does want to
So
kill
the
Muggles.
idea is that he was just lying that whole time. So what was the point of the
Maybe.
why? What like
Maybe.
is
Yeah.
like
Okay.
they really want to sell Grindelwald as Wizard Hitler, right? That's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
They're just making him Wizard Hitler at this point.
Mm.
There's also a circus in this film.
Oh, who is that woman who turns into a snake?
Nagini, Voldemort's snake, but now a woman for some reason.
Wait.
You know Voldemort's snake
That's
from that's Voldemort's snake.
Voldemort's.
Yeah, you know the one that Neville cuts her head off? Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that? That's her. Yeah. Don't question it, John. Don't question it.
Okay, I'm trying my best not to question it. Okay, this ruins a lot of things now. Like she's such an underwhelming character. She doesn't. Wait, does she talk?
In Harry Potter?
No, I meant in this film.
Oh, she has like 4 lines.
What were the 4 lines? I forgot.
I don't know. I don't know the script off by heart. Don't you
well,
have
Tom,
don't,
you're
wait,
the script
No.
expert, like learning about
No.
lines from games. But I'm kidding.
Don't you literally have the screenplay?
I hate myself.
You have the
I
screenplay,
have
don't
the
you?
screenplay.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah, I know you do.
No, I think I threw it
God.
away.
Oh right, yeah, fair enough. Well, okay, so I think that if these films were books, if J.K. Rowling just wrote 5 books and then a professional, screenplay writer adapted them into films, this would be a lot better because a lot of these scenes would be better. A scene where people explain their backstories, like the final bit of the film in the tomb, that's just Prisoner of Azkaban. It's the same thing, but bad because what the film Prisoner of Azkaban did is the screenwriters took everything we found out and they made it so much more condensed and so much more dramatic. Whereas this is just people standing in a room listing out things. It's not a good film.
No, this is not a really good film. Like if you want to watch all the Harry Potter films and then you just go on to Fantastic Beasts, and there's 5 more, three more. Yeah. I really want to know how they're going to do something after the 3rd one. Is it still going to be the war with Muggles?
Well, I mean, canonically, Dumbledore and Grindelwald have their final duel in 1945, and we're still in the 20s now. So we've got another 15 or 20 years before it ends. So they've got a lot of ground to cover. But at the same time, how are they going to stretch this out another 3 films?
I'm just looking at like the title. I just forgot the title was. It's The Secrets of Dumbledore.
That's correct. Yes.
What we're exploring?
I guess because Credence is kind of Dumbledore's brother, maybe.
Oh yeah, at the end he got that phoenix. I was like, oh yeah, he got that.
That horrible CGI phoenix. They used a beautiful animatronic in the original films. It's amazing. And I know that you can't have the animatronic fly, but even when it's sitting behind Credence, it's just another bit of CGI. Why aren't we crafting proper? So many of the beasts in this don't feel real. They don't feel tangible. Why can't we just make some animatronics? You've got the budget for it. I don't know. Have you been to the Harry Potter studio tour in London?
No.
Well, it's amazing. And you can see in the creature department all the different props they have used and the animatronics and the different things that they've used, even for CGI, creatures. There's loads of practical elements involved. And I just don't know, John. I have nothing else to say other than this film thoroughly disappointed me.
I don't know why I continued watching it.
Because we had to. We had to for the people.
It is the film that we're gonna watch in a few weeks. When's the film coming out?
In 2 weeks, yeah. April 8th.
Oh, great! Can't wait to torture myself more on watching this horrible franchise.
Don't worry, John. It will get better. We got Sonic the Hedgehog coming. So that's enough for me. That's enough to tide me over for the time being. What are you gonna give Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald? I hate everything out of 10.
1.
I'm gonna go 2. I think the music's really good. That's the best praise. And Jude Law as Dumbledore is also good. I'm gonna do 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 2 because the music. I forgot about the music and Albus Dumbledore.
Music. I have the music on CD, so boom. I don't use my CDs anymore, but I do have it on CD.
Wow, you're a real fan.
Yeah,
um,
I'm a true fan, everyone.
yeah. So 2 out of 10.
Wow.
This was just a mess.
Oh
This was
yeah.
just. I just found out on the box. You know, Total Film, another movie magazine.
Yeah.
They gave it 5 stars.
They get what? I can do better than that. When I used to review films on Instagram, and you can still find them on our Instagram account if you just scroll down. I gave it 9 out of 10. So who's the who's the real
You
monster here?
gave it 9
I used to
out
love
of
this film,
10.
okay? I was a
You
kid. I
did.
didn't know
You did.
anything. I liked John, I liked Captain Marvel when it came out, and Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Oh,
and Far From
um,
Home, the latter of which may be my least favorite Marvel film
how
ever.
did you love those films in that year?
I
I was
don't
watching them.
know.
When
I
I
don't
was watching, I was
know.
like in pain because I didn't want to tell you anything because you would be like, "Hey, no, it's a masterpiece." No.
Well,
Okay.
let's not forget you saying that Avengers Endgame is the greatest film ever
Okay,
made.
okay,
We've all
okay.
got
Listen.
demons, John. I can
Oh
play that game too.
no. Okay. I
Yeah.
wish there was some really good films that they put work into, but no,
Well,
it's just
well, John, there are some great films coming because next week we're doing Morbius, baby. Jared Leto's Morbius. Now that is cinema of the highest order. Thank you everyone for listening. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up because we've gone through pain to bring you this content. And subscribe if you want to see more. We did do Fantasy Beasts and Where to Find Them a couple of weeks ago, and obviously next week's Morbius, but the week after that we will do Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore. Will it fix the franchise? Probably not, but
no.
optimism is key.
Yes.
So, and yeah, if you want to get follow us, you can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at @StoneFilmPod, or give us an email, ask us any questions, or just tell us your thoughts on Crimes of Grindelwald, or ask us about Crimes of Grindelwald, or indeed anything, and you can email us at @StoneFilmPod@gmail.com.
Thank you for listening, everyone. We've been through pain. Somehow, this is worse than Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, yeah, by 1,000%. Like
Five
I
thousand
can,
percent.
like I can laugh at Rise of Skywalker. I cannot laugh
Yeah,
at Crimes
same.
of Grindelwald. I try to
Yeah,
laugh.
that.
I don't.
Yeah, Rise
I
of
just
Skywalker is a
cry.
comedy, guys.
Yeah,
Rise of Skywalker is a comedy.
10 out of 10 comedy.
Yes. Thank you for listening. Please stay safe and have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day. Don't watch Crimes of Grindelwald.
No. That is like a horrible way to start your day watching Crimes of Grindelwald. Take what you're given.
Give nothing back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.